And that's why we have to focus on the market here. This is much a major economic opportunity as it is a social observation. The kids, when I was at Finland, didn't want to, they were not looking for Chris Brown. They wanted to be like Wizkid. They wanted to be cool Lagos boys. It was not people in America that were stripping them. It was us. And us is bigger if we take ourselves seriously. If we get the fundamentals right, the Nigerian market is known will be large enough for millions to sustain livelihoods, grow businesses, and create jobs. And as I come to an end, it's impossible to discuss the creative economy without acknowledging the disruptive force of artificial intelligence. I can't, not say anything about that. And the speed of its evolution. DeepSeek's open weight model reportedly trained for around $6 million. This illustrates how quickly content capability is becoming more affordable and how barriers to entry are being reshaped. And the contrast is even more striking if you remember the backdrop of this DeepSeek thing was played over the backdrop of Sam Altman talking about India being hopeless, that it was hopeless for India to ever reach ChatGPT, OpenAI. And then 2 seconds we're seeing DeepSeek, $6 million. I mean, quite a number of people have billions of dollars in Nigeria, so we can actually focus on what if we actually had the right fundamentals. Of course, understandably for creatives everywhere, AI is both a challenge and an opportunity. And Nigeria is not an exception. While the concerns about originality, ethics, and livelihoods are valid, AI could be the very tool that allows us to leapfrog and monetize our cultural assets globally. If financing is designed with this in mind, not just in content, but also the tools, training, and infrastructure to integrate AI, Nigeria's creative industries could position themselves not just to participate in the AI era, but to lead it. And this is hopeful because just a few months ago, Sam Altman has gone on record to say that he thinks India is actually going to be an AI leader. And I don't pretend to have all the answers or any answers actually, but I do know that ignoring this shift will be a mistake. If we want to future-proof the sector, AI has to be part of the ecosystem conversation from start. And finally, as I conclude, my very long, only 20 minutes, my call to action for everyone in this room is simple. Collaborate. The next frontier of growth is not in competing for the very small slice of pie, but in working together to make the entire pie bigger. And when it's bigger for everybody, and we all get more. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Dr. Nkiruba. Collaboration. To collaborate, we need trust. Nigerians seem to struggle with trust. But you can't trust somebody or something if you don't try it out. Failure is part of success. You've got to fail to pass. Three things you mentioned. Mr. Clifford also mentioned the same thing. Government, private sector, and the creative sector. We have to work together. We have to work together. Nobody cooks a pot of soup with only water. And you don't see the ingredients fighting in the pot. What is also important is financial literacy, technology, and data. We have got to incorporate all these.
I now told him that if I put 10 million and after 6 months or 12 months time to that, your idea is not viable, I will have lost $10 million. But he said he spoke with the guy, he spoke to some of his friends that take this offer and let us bet on it and see what is possible with your idea. The guy didn't take it, then they shook hands, and after 6 months of going back and forth. And he told me that, Tokwe, do you know that 15 years up till now, that idea with him is still with him and buried. So, oftentimes, financing for any opportunity, whether in the creative industry or any sector, oftentimes there are always people who are willing to take a bet on our ideas. And I think the lesson is we must be open-minded and be willing to take a chance on those who have shown interest to fund our ideas. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Where is the microphone? The young lady that wants to collect the mic, where is she? All right, moving on sharply. Okay, so I know that when you all come for summits or conferences, you're already prepared that there's a lot of talk. Right, so bear with us. We started just a few minutes behind schedule, but we're running quite well, and hopefully we'll be done at 2 or before that, because we have 2 panels that are going to sit, and we're going to start with